from the Pastor's Kitchen, where I get to share with you two of my greatest passions, my love for Christ and cooking. Hey, today I am going to share with you my recipe for chicken noodle soup. Last week I shared with you my recipe for stock, how to make stock for your dressing. Good homemade chicken stock. And so I took my leftover stock, which was in this container, all right? This container, and half of it I filled with water, and now I have it in my trusty pot that's boiling right now, okay? And so once it comes to a boil, then I'm gonna add my egg noodles. But that leftover stock, you can do something with it, such as your bone too. The bone from the turkey I kept too, because then I can make some other stock for that later. I'm gonna freeze it, and within 30 days I'll use it. You don't wanna keep it too long at all. And so what I'm gonna do is add my chicken to it. You get a chance to see the chicken that I shredded. All right, I'm gonna add that to it, along with these egg noodles and some vegetables, okay? Chunky vegetables that I'm gonna put in the soup. I'm gonna let the stock cook for about a good five minutes or so to bring it to a boil. Once it gets to a boil, then I'm gonna go ahead and add the noodles to this as well. This dish should only take about 20 minutes, as you can see. It's already in the pot. I give it a good 4 more minutes. It'll be at a boil. We'll be right back, and then I'm gonna start adding the ingredients and layering it. I'm gonna let the noodles cook first, then add the vegetables in last. And why do you wanna do that? You wanna put your vegetables in last because they won't overcook. Remember years ago, in Mama's kitchen, in my mother's kitchen, she would overcook those vegetables. And so we didn't like them at all. We wouldn't eat them. And then we weren't even getting the nutrients out of them. And so now we know better, so we do better. All right, be right back with you. Give me about another 5 minutes or so. Once it comes to a boil, we'll continue with this homemade chicken noodle soup. Okay, P fam, we are back. I'm gonna let you see how it's at a boil now. Okay, I gotta turn this down some. And I'm gonna add the noodles into it. I just turned it down, so I don't want it to overflow. And then we're gonna add the noodles to it. I wanted to wait to bring it to a boil, and then we would do that. So it's time to add the noodles in. Now just turn the fire down some too. Nothing special about the noodles at all that I'm using at all. Nothing at all. Your choice of egg noodles that you want to use. And when you put the noodles in, you have to know that the temperature is going to decrease because you added something into it. All right? I'm going to put all of these in here. There we go. Then pull back. I'm going to wait for the noodles to cook now. That's another 5 minutes. So we wait for the noodles to cook. And then we'll come back and I'll add the chicken in. I'll let it sit for like 2 minutes because it's already cooked. I just want to heat it up. Then we'll add in the veggies. It's been 5 minutes and the noodles have cooked. I'm going to give you a glimpse of the noodles. Okay, let's go. That's them in the pot. All right. They are extra wide egg noodles. All right. And so what we're going to do now, we're going to come and we're going to add in the shredded chicken. I took a whole chicken and I shredded it because I had already cooked it and put it down inside of this. Lots of meat in here. So on every bite, we should get some chicken in here. Every bite. Right. What I'm going to do as well, because I tasted it, it needed a little bit more flavor to it. Now please make sure that even if you're cooking with a recipe that somebody has given you, that you go back and you taste your food, because you may need to add a little bit of this, a little bit of that in there, all right, to enhance your food to your flavor, to your taste, because everybody cooks different. So I'm adding now some bullion, chicken base to it, all right, just to kick it up a notch. 2 teaspoons of this. And it's going to add more flavor to it because I added water to my chicken stock. If I didn't add additional water to it, I wouldn't have had to do that. And I have 1 bay leaf in there. This is the bay leaf. I'm going to add this one in there as well. Now, for those of you that live here in Georgia, a little secret for you: you can get your bay leaves from the market. Much, much cheaper. It's 1 bag for $1. really makes a difference. Okay, here we go. Bay leaf in there. Turn this now. In every bite of these noodles, I should get some chicken. Noodles are done. Chicken is in there. I'm just stirring it now because I'm going to go ahead and add my veggies in it too. And give the vegetables a good maybe 4 minutes to cook in there. These are steamables. Let's add the veggies to it as well. Won't take long at all. Chunks of veggies in here. I may not need both bags. Yeah, I think I am. I'm going to use both of the bags for it. There we go. Huge pot. Gonna taste it too. You may need a little bit more pepper or something else in it, so let's see. Oh, that flavor is great. That bouillon, chicken bouillon, was just right on time with it. I'm gonna add just a little bit of flour. Black pepper. Don't need any adobo. I don't want to put any more sodium in here at all. And my go-to Magic Chef seasoning. Okay. This needs to sit for about a good 5 minutes for these veggies to cook in here. You don't want to overcook them. What I have in here is that I have some snap peas, some broccoli, some carrots down in here, and this is ready. This is ready. Okay. 5 minutes to cook down, and we're going to put it in a bowl. And I got some homemade cornbread too. I'm going to add to it. But while we are waiting for the soup to get ready, I'm going to share a word of the Lord with you out of 1 Peter 4:12. Beloved, thinking that strange concerning the fire trial, as though some strange thing happened unto you. It's pretty self-explanable itself. A lot of times we think that when we're in conflict, we are alone. Just had a conversation with someone and you think that you are alone. And that other person may have experienced that, but they just know how to manage it so much better. Or someone else in the world has experienced what you have as well, but to a different degree. It's all how we manage it and all how we think about it. But I don't want you to ever think alone because you're having anxiety or because you're depressed in this season. You are not alone. And you are not alone just because someone else is sharing in that with you, that same symptom. You are not alone because God is with you. He said he would never leave us or forsake us. You've got to trust that God is with you and that he'll carry you through the pain. Even if you're having pain, he'll carry you through the pain. Through the sickness, he'll carry you through. Through the depression, he'll carry you through. Beloved, think it not strange because you are not alone as you are going through. And if you need to, pick up the phone and call someone that you can trust. You should know that friend, that brother, or that sister that you could trust that would be an encourager to you in this moment. Not be judgmental and not even say something sometimes, because sometimes you don't want somebody to say something. You just want an ear, somebody to hear you. That's all that you ask for sometimes. And so I pray that you would find that special someone, and that in this season that you would not let whatever that is overwhelm you to the point that it truly depresses you and do other things to your body and to your mind as well. I pray today that God has given you deliverance even through this conversation that you hear now, to know that somebody cares for you. You can be delivered today just from this simple word while you're trusting God. Let's go back to the soup right quick. Oh yeah, it's beautiful. I love food when it looks good too. Gonna give you a glimpse of it in the pot. Oh yeah. Let's go to the pot. Look at the soup in the pot. Oh yeah. Every spoonful, you're gonna get some noodles, some veggies. Okay. And I'm gonna take the bay leaf out too. Okay. Even put some water chestnuts in here for the crunch. Okay. So, excuse me. Another 2 to 3 minutes, then we'll be back and I'll have it plated for you in a bowl, and you get to see the final presentation of it. I think presentation. Hey P fam, take the time out and prepare yourself a homemade dish. This is homemade chicken noodle soup made from scratch. Fresh ingredients are either frozen. Don't use any can. You don't have to use any other products with sodium in there. Chicken broth, make your own broth, okay? I'm going to share with you now this final dish for the presentation. You get an opportunity to see it. It's really, really good. It's really good. Hey, I'm going to share with you the ingredients as always so that you can measure to your liking. Always remember that too. Please take the time and share this with someone else. Like it and subscribe. Subscribing is key, but sharing is essential as well so that others may be able to enjoy this good meal too. Okay? Until next week, everybody. God bless you.